Some well-known cannabis businesses are among those damaged amidst recent protests. Canopy Growth shares an optimistic update, and are Louisiana's medical cannabis program updates enough to keep things afloat? It's Tuesday, June 2nd, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
Rapper Berner speaks out about looted cannabis dispensary, says justice is more than business. According to Marijuana Moment, one cannabis dispensary owner whose business was caught in the chaos stemming from the reaction to rampant police violence over the weekend says he values life and justice over his stolen cannabis merchandise. Cookies, a well-known dispensary in Los Angeles, was looted during Saturday's massive protests sparked by the killing of George Floyd. But the brand's creator and store's part owner, rapper-turned-cannabis-entrepreneur Berner, says he is more concerned about the underlying injustices being highlighted by the protesters than the damage to his storefront. The rapper didn't condemn the people who broke into the store. Instead, he argues that human life is more valuable than any building. It's extremely unfortunate what happened to our store tonight on Melrose. But as a human living in the world we're living in today, I cannot expect anything less until justice is served, Berner said in the video posted to his 1.3 million Instagram followers. We can rebuild our store, but you cannot bring someone back to life, he said. Cookies isn't the only dispensary to have been impacted by looting over the weekend. Photos of a ransacked MedMen location in downtown Los Angeles have surfaced, and there are likely others.
Next, cannabis giant Canopy Growth reaffirms CBD strategy to investors. According to Hemp Industry Daily, international cannabis giant Canopy Growth remains bullish on the U.S. CBD market, even as the company reported an eye-popping net loss of 1.3 billion Canadian dollars last quarter. Canopy told investors Friday that it would revamp its overall strategy after its Canadian recreational cannabis market share saw double-digit declines in the fiscal quarter that ended March 31st. Just last month, Canopy announced that it is shutting down its hemp-grown operation in New York State, citing a glut of hemp from last year. But executives seem optimistic about their plans to sell CBD in the U.S. The U.S. CBD market is already a large industry, CEO David Klein said, pointing to Canopy investments in a line of CBD products with Martha Stewart and in beverage and supplement maker BioSteel Sports Nutrition. We plan to win this space, he said. Canopy said fiscal year 2021 will be a transition year, and the company will reveal new financial targets during the second half of the year. Canopy will hold a virtual investor meeting on June 22nd to give more details of its new strategy.
Louisiana okays medical cannabis reform, but will it be enough to ensure success for businesses in the state? MJ Biz Daily reports Louisiana lawmakers passed 2 medical cannabis expansion bills on Sunday, but it's uncertain whether the reforms will be enough to ensure the business viability of the small, heavily regulated program. The bills, which are expected to be signed by Democratic Governor John Bel Edwards, would allow physicians to decide whether to recommend medical cannabis to patients. Currently, one of 14 qualifying conditions have to be met. The bill would also prohibit the state from discouraging or penalizing a state-chartered bank or credit union from providing financial services to a legal cannabis-related business. Separately, state lawmakers also passed legislation providing legal immunity to physicians who recommend medical cannabis. Kevin Caldwell, co-president of Sensible Marijuana Policy for Louisiana, praised the bipartisan support of the bill that would give discretion to physicians, but noted that many doctors are part of large health groups that don't allow medical cannabis to be recommended. He said concerns remain whether there's enough business for the 9 dispensaries in Louisiana to keep the program afloat. The Louisiana Medical Cannabis Program, which launched in August of 2019, has only 1,500 patients consistently buying products, he said, because prices are high and only tinctures and topicals are available. Caldwell's group focused on a bill that would have eliminated a ban on flower, but the measure didn't even reach a committee in a legislative session truncated because of the coronavirus crisis. By contrast, Caldwell noted neighboring Arkansas, which launched its medical program only a few months earlier, allows flower, and has more than 55,000 patients, according to state figures.
And that was today's Buzz. If you have a comment on any of the stories on today's show, join the cannabis community on TRICHOMES.com to share your thoughts.
And be sure to keep up with us on all social media platforms. You can also subscribe to our podcast and the TRICHOMES YouTube channel for daily content. My name is Allison Ben-Yehuda.
And my name is David Fortin. Be well and stay safe.